Hello and welcome to the Thousand Tales podcast. I'm your host, Connor Logan, and this episode is another for the Ventura County Poetry Project. This is the Newbury Park branch reading from Wednesday, February 9th, where we had a special guest reader on Zoom from Cambodia, Mr. David Oliveira. His poetry is wonderful, narrative in style, and paints a picture with simple and accessible language. Really, really fantastic. So, put your headphones on and go for a walk, or just pop it on the stereo and enjoy it. I am recording the session. I saw David just arrived, so that's great. But I'll just let you guys know, if in case any of you are new here and you're going to read or anything like that, please let me know now. And let me know when you're going to read if you would prefer not to be recorded, so I can pause the recording. It's very difficult for me to actually go through 2.5 hours of audio and scrub through and find where someone actually started.
Did you come and get her?
So just let me know. Otherwise, I'm just started recording.
Well,
welcome, David.
There's David.
Hi, David.
Yeah.
There he is.
Yeah.
Hi, David. Here's the man. We're waiting for you.
Oh, David.
Good to see all of you. I'm sorry I'm late, but my electricity was out.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
No.
And you're only 5 minutes late. That's nothing.
Well, we were chanting.
Things have been frantic on my end, I will tell you. But now everything should be okay.
Yeah, 5 minutes late is early in poetry time, so you're good.
Do you want to take a breath and calm down?
Yes, maybe finish my coffee here. Hello, all of you. Perry, Cynthia, Enid.
Hi, David. Wonderful to be here on the right day and evening.
Nadia and Chris. Ron. All of you are here. I'm so happy to see you. Mary, how are you?
Hi.
Jennifer.
Excuse me, Ronald. Does anybody know me from last time, or should I introduce myself? Just say my name.
Please go right ahead.
Yeah,
Ray.
please, Raymond.
Okay, I'm Ray DeZazzo. I just wanted to say hi. I don't think I've met any of you, but I'm pleased to be here. It should be fun. So, hi.
Hello. Hi, Ray.
Hi, Ray.
Oh, Ray.
Glad you could make it.
Thank you.
Well, while David finishes his coffee there a little bit, Ron, Phil, do we have any announcements or anything we need to just let the group know about?
Phil, would you like to go first? Any announcements for...
Tomorrow night is Marcy. Marcy's reading at EP Foster or online.
Great.
And I think that's it. I think there's going to be something going on in Malibu this week. Not sure what it is. Huh?
It's you and Marcia.
I guess I should probably go.
Or at least go the day before.
Where is Phil?
Okay.
And is that the Anne from Storytelling? That you did storytelling group in Camarillo Library?
Yeah, I did.
That's Elizabeth. Elizabeth was.
Oh, my goodness.
How are you?
Oh, fine. Good to see you.
Nice to see you too.
Oh, it is
Phil, you're a pirate.
There he is.
What's up with Phil?
Phil, you have to tell him now.
I know. It looked I fell and hit my eye, and it looks really bad.
Oh, God. Are you okay?
I guess.
You've got a new career as a pirate.
But I figured I've got to talk when I teach this Friday. It really looks pretty bad. Got a big cut across the top, and I figured this is better than going in there with a really messed up looking eye, and that is why I have turned on.
I know. Bar fight.
So you should see the other guy,
with
by the
a
way.
story attached, though. So I think your students will enjoy it on several levels.
So was this on in the canyon, Phil?
Yes,
Yeah.
Carmen Canyon.
Yeah.
See,
Phil,
what
can you
happened
activate
is...
the share screen?
What? Oh, David needs
Phil, I need
David needs to share
activate
screen.
the share screen.
David, you're going to be sharing your screen?
Yes.
Great. Okay. So we'll
We'll ask Ben from the library to please give him presentation rights.
Exactly. Yep.
Connor, could I make an announcement before we get going?
100%. Absolutely.
So our next reading coming up, February 23rd, will be Sharon Venezio. So we definitely look forward to that. And after that, on March 9th, is Ann Buxey, who is right here on our call tonight. We'll definitely look forward to that as well. On March 23rd, we have a special event. So we're going to have a themed reading. It's still an open mic. So you can, as always, you can read a poem on any topic you like. But we have a suggested topic, which is overcoming adversity. Overcoming adversity. So if you have any poems along those lines, we'd sure like to hear them. This is in support of a library program. Thousand Oaks Library every year puts on One City, One Book. And I can tell you more about it, but this year's book is I'm sorry, I don't have the title of the book at my fingertips, but it's about a young man from Philadelphia in an impoverished neighborhood who somehow got into playing polo sports and became a national champion. And it's quite an inspiring story. I believe you can read the book for free on the Thousand Oaks Library website. And anyway, I hope you'll join us. That's March 23rd for Overcoming Adversity right here on our reading.
So sorry.
Connor, I'm going to turn it back over to you.
Sure thing. Well, we're 10 minutes after. Let's get started here, and I certainly want to introduce our special guest for this evening. So, David Oliveira was born in California's San Joaquin Valley. He was a longtime resident of Santa Barbara, where he was publisher and editor of Mille Grazie Press. He was a founding editor of Solo, which is a national journal of poetry, and founded the long-running Santa Barbara poetry series. In 2000, he was named Santa Barbara's Millennium Poet Laureate. Oliveira is published widely, including 2 poetry collections, A Little Travel Story, and As Everyone Goes, with a third forthcoming in this year, Still Life with Coffee. His poems are featured in several important anthologies, and he lives and writes on the banks of the Mekong River near, is it Phnom Penh, Cambodia?
Phnom Penh.
Yeah.
Yep.
And with that said, please, David, take it away.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much, Connor.
Absolutely.
And I'm very happy to be here. Happy to be anywhere. But
Drinks go to David,
here, I'm doing this little experiment, and I hope you'll forgive me if it doesn't turn out too well. But here, the few times that I don't get a lot of opportunity to read here. The last time was a year ago when I had my own retirement party and insisted that I read some poems. English is a second language here, and poetry is a foreign country that hasn't been traveled yet. So usually I show the words, I give them the papers with the text that I'm reading so that people can follow along. And I have found that I like that because, like you, I've spent a lot of time on my words and every word means something, counts for something. So, and it's easier even for me, to follow along when people do that. So that's what I'm going to do. This poem that I've put up for you by Archibald MacLeish, is it sharing or not sharing?
No. Can we get you, like, one big picture of you? I mean, I don't know how to do that.
Yeah, you go to speaker in the top right-hand corner. There's a little box. Click on that, and when the options.
Now you got it.
It's wonderful. Yeah.
I don't know it.
I suppose in a way this could be sort of the theme of my reading. My reading doesn't actually have any theme. As you'll see, every poem is kind of disconnected from every other poem. Archibald MacLeish, he wrote this in the 30s, but he could have written it yesterday, called The End of the World. Quite unexpectedly, as Vassereau, the armless ambidextrian, was lighting a match between his great and second toe, and Ralph the lion was engaged in biting the neck of Madame Sauceman while the drum pointed, and Teeny was about to cough in waltz time, swinging Jocko by the thumb. Quite unexpectedly, the top blew off, and there overhead, there hung over those thousands of white faces, those dazed eyes, there in the starless dark, the poise, the hover, there with vast wings across the canceled skies, there in the sudden blackness, the black pall of nothing, 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 nothing at all. Well, one of my favorite poems, and prescient, and it's also a Shakespearean sonnet, which probably escaped you because it's so well written. Now, less well written, some of my own poems. This is a long poem, I warn you ahead of time, and I have another warning for you, let's say an advisory. All of the poems that I will read to you now from my work have been rejected by some of the finest publications in America.
Don't know how to do it.
Join the club.
So, this is an homage to the Ninth Symphony, which doesn't need me to champion it for sure. It's in 4 movements, and I've titled each of the 4 sections after each of the movements. These are the ones that are written on the manuscript in the musical Italian. But the 4th movement is very long and complicated. The name of it is very long and complicated. And when it's presented, most orchestras just give it a very short title, like Finale, or Ode to Joy, which is the name of the poem that Beethoven based the music on. 1. Allegro ma non troppo un poco maestoso. If you come from a town too small for Beethoven, you must move and keep moving until you find one that isn't. I tell you this as a person who is ignorant of music. I love music, diverse music, but for all the affection, my embarrassment that this love remains unrequited keeps us distant and something I don't often mention. I discovered Beethoven in Fresno, hiding among my roommate's albums in our college apartment. He put the record on the player for me, only his hands sufficiently chaste to touch the hallowed vinyl. Sitting opposite the speakers, I let the music enter me. No, infect me, as a virus overtaking reason with passion. It lifted my body to a place my body did not know to go. My ignorance surrendered to astonishment. The old world opened its patience to me. On June 1st, 1918, prisoners assembled a small orchestra at their camp in Naruto, Shikoku Island, southern Japan. 1,000 men remanded there at the start of the Great War, captured in Qingdao, China, then a German colony.